Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Happy Bringling. Friends, today on Bringle Talks, I have with me not just a co founder, but someone who has been my pillar of support since 2017. And you should also hear the last 2 days recordings, which we have recorded it, for Men of Legacy and that Bringle Dreamwave on Saturday. The Sharmila Divatia is a woman whose life is nothing short of a miracle. At the age of 6, with a half paralyzed body due to cerebral palsy, her parents fought with grit and love to transform her life. From there, she went on to achieve what many thought was impossible: 30 years of success in IT corporate. But she didn't stop there. Today, she is at the forefront of the social impact, leading initiatives with Rotary, Gujarat Chamber of Commerce, government, and even the military to bring SKCKJ centers that will serve different forms of society or sections of society. What makes this story even more powerful is that Sharmila has stood by me in building this legacy since 2017. And even today, her presence, her trust, and her strength makes me stronger. The conversation is about wealth with purpose today. And we are going to talk more about the Social Venture Fund and what other initiatives she is working towards the combination of the wealth generation along with the purpose. And what is this wealth with purpose all about? About proving that free things hold no value, and true to the transformation comes when we commit, when we invest, when we pay the price for a better future. Together, we are not just talking about financial freedom for individuals, but for a country. And we are working to transform India into a startups and skills capital of the world while bringing 1 billion soulful smiles. So let's welcome my friend, co-founder, and a true change maker, Sharmila Divatia. Sharmila Divatia, thank you so much for being here today.
Thank you, Aisha, for the opportunity.
My pleasure.
That's all I can say.
I understand that, and I think it's been a marathon of Bringle Talks, which you are recording with me. And but thank you so much. And so, Sharmila, your story has touched me from the very first time we met. At just 6 years old, when most children are only learning to play, you were fighting cerebral palsy with a half-paralyzed body. It took courage from you and determination from your parents to turn challenges into stepping stones. I would love for our audience to hear about those early days in terms of how you battled the cerebral palsy with that half paralytic body, and how did parents shape up your resilience and give you the courage to dream today, which is the $1 billion dream, which we are working towards, and how your parents support this initiatives you have worked towards these.
Uh, I am, I think, in the early years was just a survivor going through about 18 years of therapy. And I still continue with therapy when I need it. I still need. I'll continue to need it till the day I die. But yeah, it's been a marathon that will never end. And I know how to focus and I know how to run that marathon successfully because I learned focus at a very young age. So, getting into the $1 billion dream with you as a co-founder at Bringle that was something that made me look at the future beyond me. Giving back was something that I was doing since early 2000. Yeah. That's when I entered the arena of the disability sector. My parents, in fact, my mother asked me to take up work in the sector because she said that I am now at a place where I can manage my own life, but there are others who need help. And that made me think and get into this area of disability in going and getting things done for people who don't have the means to do it. So I am a resource to the government of India, to the state governments, if they please to have me. And I am a part of the entire network of NGOs who work in the disability sector. Coming to the work that I do currently, in June 2025, I was part of a deaf livelihood fair where the government of India, the labor department especially, was present. And believe me, that was a turning point. This was a part of the Maharaja Sayajirao University, my alma mater, and they had invited me as a resource to the deaf livelihood fair. I got to talk with the government and instant response of giving space for a center for deaf women to start a sewing and working with NGOs to make corporate uniforms so that they get consistent work and consistent money to stand on their own 2 feet. So this is one small 12 women center that works in the premises of the government. I am beginning to expand this to a sanitary napkin unit, to a bakery unit where deaf or even physically challenged women can run their own units. This becomes a part of the Swanee Siriapajao Center. At any given point in time, I think there would be, at the end of the year, 40 women who would be earning their own livelihood, but who are disabled and have been not really well taken care of by their families. So,
Lovely. So now, Sharmila, this is where our sorry.
wealth that they generate today
Hmm.
will, in essence, be their own, not their families. So, maybe in 10 years' time, the wealth will be much more. But yes, a beginning has been made.
Got it. So I've heard some of the amazing, I think this is one of the amazing projects you have already initiated. And whether it is, with the other centers of SKCKJ or impact which you create through Rotary. But I want you to share something personal, something that shows how deeply this work touches life. Can you share a story of one project where you saw lives truly changing because of this kind of work?
my own life changed because of the work that I do. When I look at my own story, I was educated in the best of the schools at that time in Baroda from 1971 to 1982. And I have had the best of education in college. I am an MSc Mathematics. Then I joined a company, DDURG, which was set up by our own Dr. Vikram Sarabhai.
Oh.
And yes, I had the fortune to be in the best of companies, the best of education institutions. And while in COVID, I got into IIM Bangalore, where I had a 2-year stint to learn and implement processes in my own company, that was Badan, an NGO. So I have had the good fortune, but not everyone else could do it. So when I began my own thought of helping people, I was a part of Government of India as a director of the National Trust for Disability, wherein I was a part of a resolution to put up insurance, health insurance for persons with disability. That has helped, I think, about 1 crore of people to help them take care of their own health. 1 crore of persons with disability. So when I work with the government, I work in policy and I try and implement it so that people with disability can be impacted. We have at least 2.5 crores of people who have benefited from such schemes. One case in point would be the work that I have done here in Baroda. There is a child who has dystrophy, muscular dystrophy. He is 14. Expected lifespan is 25. So probably he has 10 years to go. I'm trying to build up a physical therapy center here in Baroda with the help of his mother. And I hope that by the end of the year, this year, the Gujarat government can help me set up that.
Wonderful, Sharmila. This is something a really good case study.
There are stories in progress. And believe me, people from all across the state can help in funding this for the mother, not for just this one mother, there are scores of people who need this help, but they are unseen. And that wealth that we are talking of, purpose, that wealth can be of purpose here.
So I think, Sharmila, this is where our journeys connect even more deeply, because the kind of social venture fund which we are building and the kind of
Absolutely.
SKC self-sustainable cash flow models for the SKCKJ centers, where people invest as well, people commit their funds, they work towards a society. We charge it to the people who can afford and give it free to the people who cannot
Who
afford.
cannot?
And that is where it creates a very good self-sustainable cash flow model. But people still think that social impact should be free. And
No, it should not be. It should not
but
be.
while we both know that we people get some if people get something for free, they don't value it. That's why wealth with purpose is all about investing, committing, and building transformation that sustains. So, why do you see wealth with
Again,
purpose?
when we look at investment,
Mhm.
we look at giving back to the investor also. It's
Hmm.
not just that you take the money as charity and use it to fund a project and you are done with it. No, you invest it, take get get the money as a part of a project, uh, build a purpose, uh, build projects, but let the investor also know what kind of work and what kind of benefits the investor has. So
Wonderful. I think that is
that,
where the real concept of wealth with purpose comes in, where people
yes,
invest,
yeah,
commit, and create impact as a better model
absolutely,
than the free charity.
absolutely. Free anything is not valued. See, even if somebody donates 100 rupees, I probably not value it as much as if somebody invests 1,000 rupees and asks for 10 rupees back at the end of the year.
Yeah.
So I mean, it makes sense. So yeah, sure. At the end of 10 years, he'll probably get his money back. But why should uh, uh, an investor be there and not get benefit out of it?
Wonderful. So I think, for the audience out there, if you want to know more about wealth with purpose, there is a link below in the description and in the comment section. Do click that, reach out to us, download an ebook. Let's have a one-on-one non-obligatory call. Understand what is this social venture fund. It may not give you a very large returns, but it will also but it will also at least give you a sustainable passive income, which could be as high as 10 to 20% of per annum basis, with a return of capital in 3 to 5 years time. And that's something which is commendable while transforming the society as well, with both the transformation towards the people who can afford and the people who cannot afford. That actually covers the larger segment or the 100% of the population out there. With that concept, Sharmila, you have lived through challenges, corporate highs, and now social impact. I know there are many people watching today and might be, they'll be watching tomorrow as well, who might be struggling with their own battles, health, career setbacks, financial pressure. They need to hear this from someone who has walked that path. What message would you like to give to people who think that their challenges define their limits?
We define our limits in the head.
Oh,
There are no limits to our thought, our ambition, and if you have purpose, then I don't think there is any limit holding you back. I personally don't have any limits. Like I told you earlier, at some point in time, I don't have a box or a wall that I have to break down. I never live within a box.
So finally, Sharmila, we are both committed to the vision of Sone Ki Chidiya Ko Jagao,
Yes.
bringing 1 billion soulful smiles and transforming India into a startups and skills capital of the world. So when you look ahead, I want to know this from your heart. And I know you have given your art, you have been a co-author with me for the book of Sone Ki Chidiya Ko Jagao, Volume 1 of Mission Zero Unemployment, and now the upcoming book on Volume 2 on Mission Net Zero. You spoke a lot about disability, inclusion, technology, and various other aspects in the book, which is already there on Amazon now. But when you think of this movement, what legacy do you personally want to leave behind?
My legacy is of sustenance, sustainable work that you do. Otherwise, as a single person, once I am dead, there will be nothing left. So, work, yes, but sustained work. If I have a legacy to leave, it would be through the organizations I worked with and the organization that I continue to work with, including the government. So that is something that I am looking at. Putting the government or organizations in this space where they also are accountable and responsible to uphold that sustainability.
Lovely, Sharmila, lovely. And I think thank you so much for explaining this difficult concept into a very, very nice and easy manner. Thank you again, not just for sharing your story, but for living it with such courage and grace. You are a true example of how resilience, purpose, and wealth can come together to create transformation. Friends, this is what wealth with purpose means. It's not free charity. It's not high risk speculations. It's about building sustainable wealth that creates lasting impact for you, for your family, and for your nation. So, my invitation to you is simple: download the ebook, set up your one on one call with us, with me, subscribe to Bringle Talks YouTube channel for more conversations like this every week. And remember, you have only two choices in life: dare to dream big or die wondering what could be your $1 billion dream. Because wealth with purpose is just not about waiting for an emergency to understand how broke you actually are. Passive income is not an option anymore. It's survival. Learn now before the next pink slip. Down, click the link below in the description and comments. Remember, 10 minutes with Bringle Talks every Monday or every day can save you from 10 years of rat race. Stop earning, start owning. Your $1 billion dream needs direction. Subscribe now, Bringle Talks on YouTube channel. जगाओ जगाओ, हर घर तिरंगा के साथ, हर घर सोने की चिड़िया को जगाओ. Awakening the golden bird hidden inside each of you. Keep bringing, keep growing.